Usually when we think of an evening garden, we think of lighting in the garden. But today let's talk about a moonlight garden. And what is a moonlight garden? It's one that includes the beautiful gray foliages or light foliages of plants and also the light colored plants. And where do you put the moonlight garden? Always off of the patio, the deck, the lanai, or the part of the garden that you use the most. Maybe by the entry area, in fact. And with so many people spending so much time on their jobs these days, the only time you have to enjoy the garden is maybe at night, and the moonlight garden is the ideal solution. Now here are several plants that really work out well in such a situation. This is the African daisy, a light flowering variety, and then the gorgeous white colored snapdragons. The lighter colors are what are really important. And look here, the nicotiana with its great fragrance. What a nice plant, because the fragrance comes on at dusk. And you could also use the white heliotrope and white stock for fragrance. Fragrance is a very important part of your moonlight garden. And look here, the monkey flower. The light colored ones are particularly good. And then the ageranthemum. And this is a variety called Dana. Look at the gray or light foliage color, and then the white flowers of the daisy are really important. Any of the daisy flowers would really be great for your moonlight garden. And look at the light color here of the petunias. And also the yellows of the marigolds. They pick up the light of the moon so nice, especially during the summer season. And up front there, the white color of the impatiens. That would be great for a shaded part of the garden. And then, of course, the different varieties of Dusty Miller are excellent plants to use in the garden. And back here in the back, one of the light foliage varieties of hosta, again a great plant to use in the garden. And you could also use the gazing balls. They are excellent in the nighttime garden. We placed ours in the water lilies down by the dock because we spend a lot of time down there. And in addition to that, we not only want to think of foliage color, but we also want to think of flower color and fragrance. That's what makes up for a beautiful moonlight garden. And any light colored ornaments would also be good in this area. And the most important thing always to remember is that put it in the area where you're going to enjoy it the most. In this particular case, right off of our patio, it also lights the staircase going down to the beach below. If this is a subject that interests you, here's a book that I highly recommend by Kathy Wilkinson Berry. She's been a guest on our show, and it's called Evening Garden. And you can find it at your local library, or you can buy it at your local bookstore. It has some excellent design ideas, plus lots of other information. The Evening Garden, a nice addition to your garden.